Moodlers, this is the fifth and final video on our LMS activities for the summer. And yes, I am holding up two razors. This one here is a Gillette Pro Glide. It's an expensive razor. It's made of metal or aluminum, really heavy, fancy, and if you buy individual blades for it, it's pretty expensive as well. This is a very inexpensive plastic razor. You can probably get 8 of these for about $1.15 at Mark's or something like that. And it's very important you understand that little principle, because that gets us to the fifth and final presenter in the LMS review process, which is Moodlerooms. Moodlerooms was begun by educators in 2005, but a couple of years ago it got bought out by Blackboard, the big guys, the big heavy razor in the learning management system world. And the reason, in my opinion, that Blackboard bought them out is they wanted to have a less expensive alternative for colleges that are looking for a lesser product for a learning management system. So Moodlerooms is that product, and we're going to go through it really briefly. Moodlerooms is a huge open source software for course management. You'll see a web link below the video right now that you can refer to for information about what they provide for higher education. It has a higher ed component called Joule, which you have to think of as like a layer on top of Moodlerooms. There were two presenters who came to talk about Moodlerooms. One was Megan of Blackboard, and we had seen her a few weeks back. The other one was Jake, who works for Moodlerooms. And Jake was probably one of the least knowledgeable presenters that we've seen. We asked him several questions, and one of the standard answers was, "I don't know the answer to that, but I will get back to you on that." So by and large, the review panel wasn't overly impressed with Jake. Again, it is open source software from Moodlerooms. They do have a good product called Joule, which is kind of like an overlay or a layer on top of Moodlerooms with a lot of advanced features, which Jake claimed is fully responsive. One big thing they talked about is coursework accessibility anywhere. That it's a snap if you want to use Joule and Moodlerooms on a smartphone or a tablet or any other type of remote device. They claim it's a responsive design that's easy to use and offers a lot of functionality. Very easy to navigate. They have 3 windows or 3 frames on top: activities, resources, and external tools. And they made a big emphasis on the fact that Moodlerooms and Joule is very heavily reliant on LTI-based software. So SoftChalk and dozens of other things that we normally use would work perfectly and seamlessly within the Moodlerooms environment. They also pointed out that because Blackboard now owns Moodlerooms, that any Blackboard course that we've designed would quickly and very effectively convert into Moodlerooms. So that's certainly important to keep in mind, that portability. They also said that Moodlerooms has math equations and math formulas built into it that would make it very easy to teach advanced courses either in the live classroom, hybrid, or the online environment. They talked a little bit about direct input to Moodlerooms from Joule and how it integrates with many other publishers. You see, every major publisher has integrated information with them. So they said it's also a snap to do updates when browsers change. They said they offer 2 updates every year academically, and then there are 2 or 4 incremental fixes for little bugs that might occur in browsers, and then it's the option of the individual user to pick up those. On the course website, they talk about the ease of building a simplified gradebook, a personalized learning designation where you can put certain formulas in and you can determine how well students are mastering information, and you can then slow down or remediate for students who aren't learning, or accelerate and speed up the learning process for those that might be above average for the class. By and large, I'd say the task force wasn't all that impressed with Moodlerooms, but then again, it was the second of 2 presentations on the same day, and it was the 5th and final presenter in a long series of things that we've looked at for learning management systems. So this is my 5th and final video on the LMS review process, and we'll update you further as we move from that first phase to RFPs and sandboxes, where we're going to further want your participation and your assistance to help us better evaluate the college's next possible learning management system.